Chairman Mao Zedong, Beijing, China, 1966.
Chairman Mao Zedong founded the People's Republic of China, led 1.4 billion people, the most powerful man in the Eastern Hemisphere.
And before all that, an assistant librarian making $8 a month.
The professors would not even learn my name.
Bro, never disrespect your librarian.
So, okay, you're at Peking University, you're invisible, nobody takes you seriously. What flipped?
I read Marx, and I looked around at China, carved up by colonial powers, peasants starving, warlords everywhere, and I thought, this country does not need a reform. It needs a reset.
So you organized?
I organized peasants, farmers, people who had never been asked what they wanted. And then, when the nationalists tried to destroy us,
You walked.
we walked 6,000 miles.
For context, and that's LA to New York and back, on foot through mountains, swamps, and enemy lines. They started with 80,000 soldiers. Mao, how many made it?
8,000.
90% died.
And the 10% who survived became unbreakable. That was the Long March. And 14 years later, I founded the People's Republic of China.
Which, real talk, is one of the most significant political events in human history. A quarter of the world's population, unified under one government after a century of colonial humiliation.
That's the part that makes you a legend. Now here's the part that makes you something else.
By 1949, the invisible librarian controls the most populated nation on Earth. But power without dissent is a closed room, and closed rooms breed catastrophe.
The Great Leap Forward. You wanted China to industrialize overnight, so you ordered every village to produce steel.
China needed to catch the West. We could not wait generations.
So farmers, people whose entire existence was growing food, melted down their plows, their hoes, their cooking pots to make steel in backyard furnaces.
Yes.
And the steel was useless. It was too impure to build anything.
Yes.
And with no tools left, nobody could farm.
And then the harvest collapsed, and somewhere between 15 and 55 million people starved to death. 55 million. That's the entire population of England.
And here's what gets me. Local officials knew the harvests were failing. They sent reports. But they also knew that if they told you the plan wasn't working,
They would be punished?
so they lied. They inflated the numbers. And you kept pushing a policy that was killing millions, because the only information you received was from people too terrified to tell you the truth.
That's the thing, right? It wasn't just the policy. It was that he built a system where no one could say stop.
And then he did it again. The Cultural Revolution, which is literally happening right now, around us.
The revolution must be continuous.
You sent teenagers, kids, man, to drag professors out of universities, destroy temples that were 1,000 years old, burn books, beat people in the streets for wearing the wrong clothes.
A revolution is not a dinner party.
That's his actual quote from his own book.
Ah, the Little Red Book. Quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong. Over 900 million copies printed.
That's the second most printed book in human history, after the Bible.
Everyone here is carrying one.
It is expected.
When did this get here?
It is very expected.
Okay, Chairman, before we go, after you died, your own party, the people who followed you, officially graded your legacy. You know what they said?
70% correct, 30% wrong.
You memorized your own score.
Would you not?
70-30. That's what the Chinese Communist Party decided. 70% good contributions, 30% mistakes.
Mistakes. That's like getting a C+ on a final exam where the questions were people's lives.
And the craziest part, and they didn't even disagree with the score. They created it because even they couldn't say he was all bad. The land reform alone lifted hundreds of millions of people out of feudalism. The literacy campaigns, the infrastructure, he built a nation.
And destroyed millions of his own people doing it. So what is he? Greatest revolutionary who ever lived? Or history's biggest cautionary tale?
Why not both?
You know what actually scares me? He wasn't crazy. He wasn't stupid. He read more than almost anyone in this century. He genuinely believed to his last breath that he was saving his people. And that's the part that keeps me up at night, because it means anyone can convince themselves they're the good guy while everything burns around them.
Dude,
Yeah.